Hi guys, welcome to Bajerski YouTube channel. What a beautiful day it's been today, working alongside Don Tolman and Leila Sati. It's been really interesting. For myself, I'm learning an awful lot from both these amazing souls, and also we had a trip to Talagalang, I think it's called, the rice fields, the famous rice fields of Ubud, and I gave my little kind of spiritual talk and shared some great information that helped me along my journey of life to the place where I am now, which is more of a stable place, more of a place where I don't knee-jerk as much as I used to do, a place where I don't really feel that I am my father's son as much as I did when I used to get angry and knee-jerk, and you know, I am getting better every day. I really am, and I'm realizing that the knowledge that I've learned from my clients through the art of healing and basically understanding the principles of life and what it's all about, and those principles are very tightly joined together with spirituality, or should I say our other world, our world where we come from, our home. This isn't our home. This is just a learning place where we grow and experience, and we feel in a different way through physical body, whereas our spirit, our soul, is of lightness, is of oneness, and doesn't have that same experience as we do in the physical flesh body, which is the pain and suffering, hurt, and all of those things. Whether you believe that or not is another thing, but that's my take on it after listening to the little messages from spirit, helping us, guiding us, and there is an interesting subject in all this today, and that is it really important that we enter into conflict? Because if this is a learning world, is it about feeling the conflict? Is it about feeling the pain? Is it about feeling the abuse, the attacks? Or would it be actually better if we didn't feel it, if we were guided away from that? I find it an interesting subject because what do we all have in common? I guess we all have in common that we've felt pain. I don't think there's anybody exempt from feeling pain, and you know, we all suffer in one way or another, whether that's your suffering is because you were in a world war, whether it's an abusive family, or whether being bullied at school. They're all relative, they're all equal. You know, you can't measure suffering. You know, each of our suffering in whatever way that is, even if somebody calls you a name and you feel hurt and pain, that is still suffering. So, you know, people measure it by, you don't know what you're talking about, you've never lived through this pain and that pain. But I think pain is pain, no matter how challenging and non-challenging you may think it is. I think all pain and all suffering and all attacks are very much equal, and they do hurt very much, and that hurt can turn often into physical and emotional manifestations that causes real great suffering in many different ways, and can last a lifetime. In fact, last more than a lifetime if you believe that we keep coming back here. So what I find interesting is that very question. So what do I do? I mean, imagine you've got a daughter or a son or a loved one, and they're going through physical or emotional pain through one thing or another. What do you do with that? Do you embrace it by, this is your journey, and you know, there's not, you know, if I keep catching you, you're gonna have to fall one day, right? So that's the bottom line. This is how I see it anyway. The bottom line is really simple. There's two situations here. You keep catching somebody because you think that's what you should do, because you're a good parent or a good friend. But maybe, just maybe, the reason why they keep experiencing this pain is because they need to fall and feel it hard, right? They need to feel that experience. But if you keep catching them, they never actually experience the full effect of what they need to experience. So it's challenging for you and I when we have our children or our friends and we see that they're falling, and we've fallen there. And we want to stop them from that. And it's an interesting subject. For me, it's been a challenge all my life, because I want to save everybody like you do. Yeah. But then you realize, my God, all you ever do is feel the suffering and pain or you're there ready and anxious and waiting, filled with anxiety for them to fall, or for you to catch them so they don't fall. So basically you live in pain, fear and suffering yourself because you are always constantly wanting to fix or save somebody. So that in itself is a great indication to say that actually that may be not such a good idea. And it is a challenge because, you know, you want to help people, you want to fix, you want to catch them, because that's what a good parent does, or a good husband or wife or best friend. When in truth I started to see actually there's nothing but pain and suffering with this. There's interference with a path, so you may see your daughter with another man, or you know, your son with a woman, and you think, I don't like them, don't be with them, they're not nice. All you'll do is cause conflict and pain and suffering, because ultimately, and we talked about this a little bit today, even when, you know, you say to your children, don't do that, your children will do it just to do it. And maybe there's something in that. Maybe it's not just to do it, but maybe they need to feel that to understand it. Which, like, you know, you put your hand, don't put your hand there because you'll burn your hand. So they put their hand there and burn it and say, ow. And you say, I told you not to do that. But maybe they needed to burn their hand and feel it to then be able to know what that feeling is. So if you convert that to an emotional situation where you say, I don't think that this person's good enough for you, you know, it doesn't matter what you say, I need to experience it, Dad. I need to feel this and feel the hurt, feel the pain, and grow and understand through my experience. So I guess what I'm saying is I've come to an understanding of life so far that it is best, and ultimately best, to keep your gob shut, zip it up, leave them to it. But here's the most vital part: to trust in their journey, to send them love and healing, give them the strength to eventually understand what they're going through is not good for them, by sending them power and strength, by saying, you're amazing, you know what to do, you know what's the right thing to do, whatever you decide to do, I trust and believe that you will feel what's right and what's wrong. So I'm not here to interfere. This is your journey. You choose to be with somebody, or you choose to do something that I feel may not be right, but that's nothing to do with me. But I know you'll conquer that. And from that moment on, you send that person who you love healing, send them absent healing, strength to overcome whatever they're going through. And ultimately, when they do fall, what you're meant to do and I'm meant to do is be there to help them back up. Now, that is my principle to being a good and kind soul, and one who doesn't interfere and doesn't cause conflict, and doesn't lose friends and doesn't lose family, because all along they thought that the best thing to do is interfere, cause and stop them from feeling that. So yes, ultimately I believe that we all come here to feel pain, happiness, joy, conflict, many different aspects of emotional suffering and challenges. And that's our journey. Once we grasp that, once we understand that wholeheartedly, that that's your path, you're going to fall, you're going to make money, you're going to lose money, you're going to have friends, you're going to lose friends, you're going to be with this person who's lovely, you're going to be with a person who isn't so lovely, and so on and so on. Once you accept that, because you can't paint a beautiful picture for your children and for your loved ones. You can't make this world paradise. You can't make their world perfect, because it isn't that kind of world. It is a learning world, and sometimes it's goddamn hard. So once we accept that, we simply say to ourselves, step back, let them experience it, but let them know that you believe in them and you are always there for them 24 hours a day. And you ultimately shut up and send them healing and love. And the next video I'm going to do is help you how to send healing to your family so they become stronger, and ultimately one day they turn around and say, hey, you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't want to be with that person. I don't want to go through that situation. I think I have understood it myself. And then you go, wow, well done you. So you didn't have to interfere at all, but actually, in a loving and a very clever and powerful way, you help them grow stronger and become aware of what they needed to do. So you may now say, well, they didn't go through it, but actually what I think the main principle of this is, you know, when you tell your child or somebody over and over again something isn't right, and explain certain subject to them for the past years, and then all of a sudden they'll meet somebody who they don't know, and they listen to them and go, oh my God, did you hear what he just said? And you'll go, I've been saying that for the past 10 years. and so the truth is that at a certain point, somebody else, I believe, needs to share information with them to help them understand and discover it themselves. And it's not always a parent's job to teach their children what to do. Let them experience it and learn from other people. That's another beautiful principle of spirituality, I believe. So, you know, I kind of want to say, give yourself a break. You know, you brought your child into this world. Let them experience it. You did a great job. Trust them now, believe in them, and you can't make them a better you. You know, all you can do is be you and be the best you can be. They will always mimic you, no matter how hard you tell them not to be like me. They will always mimic you. That's the way it is. We learn from who we see and feel in the world. So, you know, you do your best, and that's all you can do. And whoever they choose and accept. It's as simple as that. And send your love and your healing and trust in every situation. I think that's ultimately the best you can be. That's my philosophy on this subject today. I hope it means something to some of you today. It's a lovely, fascinating subject. It can send people crazy, because if all you ever do is worry, 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 then remember, all you're ever doing is sending worry, worry, worry to the people that you love. And then what they'll do is feel that worry, 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 and it makes them even worse and unbalanced. So that doesn't help. So you have to change your outlook to positivity, and that all will be well. And you have to trust them with all your heart, and always look for a happy outcome and see them happy and well. And that's it, I guess. It's a lovely day today. I'm really joyful. I'm wearing a beautiful crystal here. Look at that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, I gifted some crystals by spirit to the group that we have, and the yoga teacher, who's a lovely, lovely man, Teo, he said, I have to give it you back. This one's for you. I was nearly crying. I said, you're such a beautiful man. So I said, okay, I'm going to wear it now. And it's an amazing crystal. I'm feeling my back, right down my core of my back with this crystal. It's a very, very special crystal, this one. And right down my back is strengthening every day. I can feel the back of my neck becoming stronger since I wore it from this morning. And it's really helping me become more enlightened and more aware of what I'm doing. It's garden quartz, so it's a really lovely crystal. Yeah, I like working with garden quartz. It's a great crystal to work with, very powerful. So yeah, that's it really. I just want to say I'm very happy. Day 3, I think, is tomorrow of the 5-day, 6-day retreat. Everybody in the retreat is, well, I'm going to start crying, but so beautiful. I think this is my last retreat. I think I'm done, but it's such a beautiful retreat, guys. You wouldn't believe it. People are so nice. They're so I mean, I said to them today, you guys are so amazing, every single one of them, and we're all healing. That's what we do, all of us. We all learn from one another and we grow stronger. And one of the things I always like to say is, there is no heroes out there. You are your hero. Don't look towards others for hero. Look towards that hero in yourself and make yourself be the hero. And that is so important of this day and age right now. Too many people are looking towards others as heroes, and you're only going to let yourself down, because there are no heroes. You are your hero, because you will always be let down by other people because of your high expectations of other people. We're all human. We all make mistakes. There's no perfection in somebody else just because they share information, or you see them on social media and think they're amazing. No, they're just like you and I. So if we really embrace that and then work on ourselves, then you've really, really got it, and you're on your path to spirituality. So from my heart to yours, have a beautiful day, guys. I really mean that. Take care of yourself, and keep working on you. Keep working and keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting in yourself, and let's do some beautiful work and make a difference in our life and our families and friends' life. And let's not feel pain or suffering, and let's certainly not hold fear and send fear to others because we think it's the right thing to do because we love and protect them. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. It only manifests more fear in both of us. Okay, remember that. Have a great day, guys. Take care. From my heart to yours, thank you for going to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel and buying your genuine crystals. I hope you love them as much as I love working with them. Take care. Bye.